Hi, guys. Are you just testing lighting?
I'm testing everything, audio, everything.
Oh, okay. Recently we did a pop-up. I'll probably talk about that. I hate doing script. That's why it's hard for me to. Where do I look at for the camera? Right here?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Christine Ha, in case you don't remember. So I wanted to start a Blind Life YouTube series for a lot of fans out there who have had questions on what I do in my daily life, what it's like to be me. And so this is a series that I'm starting just to answer all of those questions. So lately, the past year has been crazy, as a lot of you have known. I've been traveling, doing a lot of keynote addresses at conferences. I do a lot of cooking demos. I've had some TV appearances here and there. I went back to MasterChef and was a guest judge on MasterChef Season 4, which was really cool to be on the other side finally and not be cooking for my life. And recently, I actually got to do my first pop-up experience, which for those of you who don't know what a pop-up restaurant or a pop-up service is, it's basically when you take over an existing venue and you do your thing, and in my case it was like a restaurant, so I ran it like my own restaurant for a certain amount of time. For me it was 3 hours. Other people do it for a few days, a few weeks, once a week for a few months, whatever. And I know a lot of people have been really interested in tasting my food since I'd won the show. And finally, the public got to taste my food last week, and it was a really great experience. It was supposed to run from 3 to 6 p.m. at my friend's restaurant, Market Bar, but we actually sold out of all 250 covers in less than an hour. So for those of you who didn't get to make it, unfortunately, but here's a montage for all of you fans that couldn't make it so you could see what went on that day. How was the food? I'm glad. I have a really good team behind me. Thank you so much to Market Bar. I couldn't have done this without them and their staff. I have my team of friends and neighbors and family that also helped me prep and cook. I could not have done this without them. And of course, I could not have done this without all of you to eat it and enjoy it. And food's really about sharing it with people and enjoying the experience. Good food, good drink. It was tough prepping and cooking, but it's a good rush, and as long as everyone is enjoying our food, I think that's all that really matters. So just thank you so much for coming, and I just really hope that you guys enjoy yourselves and just take it easy, relax, since we weren't back in the kitchen, so you guys do the relaxing for us. So, but other than that, it was a good, I think it was a good turnout. It was good, and I hope to do this again in the future. This is episode 1, so there's got to be at least a 2. So, thank you. Thanks to everyone who came out for that pop-up. Thanks especially to Phoenicia Foods and Market Bar for hosting, and thanks to Dave Franklin for that awesome video montage. So at the end of each episode, we'll do a short little Q&A. A lot of fans have questions for me, and I figured you would want to hear some answers to some interesting questions or frequently asked questions. So the first question comes from Gail Chester Malone, and she asks, how do you feel when you are in a strange setting and trying to acclimate? So Gail, in those settings, such as this pop-up service where I had to take over a commercial kitchen that I am completely unfamiliar with because I'd never been in it before, it's definitely stressful. I tried to take in everything with my senses. I asked people to walk me through and I can feel everything out, the counter space and sort of layout of the floor. And then I try to stick to one area because a commercial kitchen, for example, can be dangerous when there's a lot of heating elements and just sharp objects moving around. So I try to stay in one station when there's a lot of things going on. For example, also when I travel and I'm sightseeing or I'm in a new hotel room, I always have to get someone to help me acclimate as well and walk me through the place. I'll ask them to take my hand and show me where things are, like light switches or those sorts of things, and that's how I get acclimated. But it can be stressful, but you get used to it over time. And the next question comes from Tarathina Sagar, and that question is, how do you dream? That's actually a very good question and an interesting one, and I've gotten that one several times as well. And interestingly enough, I still dream with full vision. And I think it's probably because I wasn't born visually impaired, and so I still have memories of how things look. So when I do dream, it's still completely visual. And the funny thing is, or maybe it's sort of a sad thing, but when I do wake up, oftentimes I'm disappointed because I realize that I can no longer see. And so the last question of the day is from Michael Drab, and his question is, what's it like being in a crowded setting such as a Black Friday sale or Manhattan during rush hour? That's also a very good question that I get from a lot of my friends actually when I first started losing my vision. And I, in my 20s, I used to go out a lot to clubs and stuff with my friends. And after that, after I started losing my vision, it became something that I just really did not enjoy because the music's really loud, it's very crowded, everyone's just kind of walking by, pushing against you, and it's kind of an overload of senses, and it's a little bit scary when you can't see. And I have been in Manhattan a lot in the past year, and it's always crowded there, and it's a little bit stressful as well, but I really have to learn to trust who is guiding me, whether it's my husband, my cousin, a friend. I really have to trust that they know how to guide me and help me navigate the crowd and sidewalk cracks and such. But I honestly don't enjoy, say, the mall on the weekends anymore. So thanks everyone for watching, and since this is our first episode, I just wanted to keep it short, but I'd like to end it with a little segment that hopefully will become a regular I like to call What's in Christine's Fridge Today. So let's have a look. You'll get to see my fridge exactly as it is. And it's pretty empty since I haven't gone grocery shopping, so all I have is some jasmine rice that I'd made the other day. And this, I think, let me smell it. This is some roasted cauliflower that I'd made. I have some sliced up tomatoes on the vine to eat with sandwiches. And then here is like a salad mix with arugula and stuff that I also like to put in either my salads or my, my sandwiches. Back here I have my mother-in-law's homemade kimchi miso paste that we had used a while ago to try to make ramen from scratch. Down here we have some pasture-raised eggs. We have 24 of those. And then some leftover tortillas, which I use to make tacos. And that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button so you subscribe to my YouTube channel for Blind Life. And tell me what you think of this first episode in the comment section, and also let me know what you'd like to see in future episodes, and if you have any questions for the Q&A segment, leave those in the comments as well. Thanks everyone!